All right, everyone. So this is gonna be on the vlog. I want just my camera here. This is gonna be like another simple vlog. So what's going on with my week? It's been a hectic. It's not been a hectic week. It's been a busy week. Starting from working. I worked over Monday. I pulled overtime Thursday and Friday. Monday, I pulled a full 16-hour shift. Tuesday, Wednesday, about Thursday was actually pretty cool. I got to witness a few things Thursday that was really awesome that I had never seen before. I'm not going to discuss. I don't know if I can discuss it or not, but it was. I'm going to say that it was like medically related, and I got to witness a medical procedure, what it was, and hi cat, yeah baby, I got to witness a medical procedure. They were under full blown anesthesia. Cat, Jesus, like I said, it was full. They were under full blown anesthesia. It was a full blown operation, and I got to witness it firsthand, and it was pretty awesome watching it. That was Thursday. I didn't get home till about 10ish, something like that, 10 o'clock. So that was something I had never seen before. Um, I did get to see one surgery before, but it was a simple outpatient procedure, so nothing woohoo about it, but it was still interesting. Um, Friday was a typical day. Um, I did, like I said, about 13 hours. Friday, went and picked my kid up after I got done with work. That was fun. He wasn't able to stay with me Thursday night because of how late that I worked. Which on nights that I don't have to work, I don't care one bit if somebody else has to watching. Um, so there's that. I do have another video to upload. When I posted my last vlog, I did some game recording, and I did some game recording going around Megaton. So I had that going on for me. I just haven't uploaded it yet. So let's see. I'm going in at really early in the morning. I'm going to try to download. I'm going to try to do some. I'm going to try to do some more on the main quest. So I'll be doing a little bit of recording probably tonight. I would have done some sooner, but classes kind of got in the way of a lot of things this week. Just no time. So I'm hoping this week will be a little bit different. Hopefully I'm not on any more extracurricular excursions. Yeah, I said this week in Little Man, he learned how to turn on my desk lamp. So, hi cat. What? And of course, the cat. Come here, baby. Of course, I got the cat. She's sweet when she wants to be. But what? Where was I at? Oh, as for everything else is going great. I've I've looked at the dating scene a little bit off and on, and I think I'm going to kind of give up on that for actually a very, very long time. I've kind of I've had, I don't know, like, I don't know, the dating scene today is so weird. Like, look, I'm 30, 33. I'll be 34 this year. Uh, I don't know the dating scene. If somebody wasn't interested, they would say so. Today's concept is ghosting. I have been ghosted multiple times. Um, it's like it's more. This generation's to the point where it's more easier to avoid conflict than it is to outright say something. And the thing is, I don't know. I don't think there's I don't think women, men, I mean, both are guilty of it. I'm not going to say, oh, it's all the woman's fault. No, 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 no. Guys do it too. But what I don't think a lot of people understand is that ghosting somebody causes more damage than just telling them to go get fucked. And I say this because, here's the thing. If you don't like somebody, don't ghost them. I mean, have I had to ghost people? I think I did like one time, but I mean, it was the person themselves. They were a dumpster fire. They were just a dumpster fire. I'm not going to include anything about their personal background or nothing, but they were just a dumpster fire. They were also they were too far away. They were like 2.5 hours from me, which I wasn't looking to date them anyway. It's just someone to talk to. They were into games and stuff like that. So I'm like, hey, what's up? I did get ghosted by someone that was close to here. That that's an interesting story. It's actually a very good story that I'm not going to tell. Only my closest friends will know this story. But the woman, me and her had a lot in common. We both were Jurassic Park fans. We both were hardcore nerds. There was just, so much chemistry there. And I mean, she had a really good job. I mean, she had her shit straight. She had her shit straight. And so, we was introduced through a mutual friend. We kind of went out, and when I left, she's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey, man, how much?" She goes, "Oh, great, haha," and then she quit messaging me. Because this is kind of, here's what aggravated me the most. All right, so we went out. It was close to Easter. They had Peeps, all this Easter candy out, and we were going to go out on Sunday because her work schedule was hellacious, like mine is. We went out on a Sunday. We had what I thought was a really nice time. I got to be I went to Walmart. I bought. She also has a small child in her family, and she bought this little kid some clothes, and they were actually about the same age as little man. So I'm like, hey, I can get little man some clothes while I'm out here. Let's do it. So, she helped me pick out some stuff for little man. I helped her pick out her shit. And so we were talking, it was really great. I had fun. She was kind of quiet, but I mean, I think her nature was just a quiet-natured person. So we're talking. She listened, we went back to her place, worked on a little bit of homework. Had a great time. We was going to do some cooking, and she said, hey, I got some stuff that came up. I mean, she told me the situation, and I'm not going to say a whole lot about her because I'm just not. So we went, and we was going to bake a whole lot of stuff. She was smaller than I was, but she, like me, had previous fat kid issues, but she told her little fat kid, hey, stop eating the Twinkies. Quit being a fat fuck. All right? Just stop. And, she lost weight. And I am in the process of losing weight. But we decided to exacerbate our little inner fat kid for a little bit and just have a nice dessert fest. I mean, she likes sweets like I did. And white cat. But, like I said, so we had Peeps. I bought like a peep cookie set and all this stuff. She goes, "You want to take your stuff with you?" I'm like, Are we meeting the next couple of days?" She's like, "Yeah, we are." So you're not. I'm like, "You ain't gonna ghost me, right?" No, I'm not gonna ghost you. Fucking lie. Um, and that was a fucking lie, definitely. So I get home, tell her I made it home safely, and she didn't say nothing to me. I mean, she didn't say, "Hey, look, you came on too strong. We're just not compatible. You suck as a human being. I hate your guts." Nothing. I mean, not even so much as an eat shit and die. And all those freaking peeps, dude. My God, we're actually gonna make peeps s'mores. All those freaking peeps, dude. I mean, what the fuck? Hindsight's 2020 though. So yeah. Like I say, she goes to me, and that was kind of I was disappointed in that, but I mean, hey, I'm not gonna sit and say she's a bad person because she seemed to have a lot of good qualities, but her whole ghosting me that did not rub me the right way at all. But I mean, it is what it is. I had been and the rest of my encounters, I talked to a few. One of them we talked back and forth, but again, most of the people or most of the women that I've been talking to, I look for things like amount of kids. You got a kid, cool. You've got 3 to 6. You got 3 to 6 kids. No. One kid. That's maybe 2. It just depends on their age range. But my second, one of the ones I talked to, I'm just talking about the ones that stick out because I've talked and messaged to quite a few. But sometimes I got responses, sometimes I haven't. I don't care, honestly. It's just it kind of gives me something to do, people to talk to. If I make a bond with somebody and it works out, excellent, great. I'm open to it, but I don't want to just like date someone that I have like hardly anything in common with, or better yet, I don't want to waste my time taking someone out to dinner that I have zero in common with. If I'm going to buy your dinner, girl, I want some conversation. Okay, I don't want awkward silence or nothing, none of that shit. I mean, if you're an actually quiet person and you don't talk much, that's fine. If we can share common interest and talk, great. But if you're naturally quiet most of the time, I can deal with that. I can really. But if I'm buying you dinner, I want some fucking conversation. I don't want to sit here and struggle to talk to your fucking ass. Okay. Then when I talk to back and forth, we were talking back and forth online here and there, and then we've been trying to go get food. We have a restaurant that me and her both liked, and we kept talking. I'm like, "Hey, when are you available?" Nothing really came up of it, and then next thing you know, on her page, it's like in a relationship. I'm like, okay, fine with that too. Hey, you do you, boo boo. And hi, cat. Hey, baby. But I mean, that's cool. I'm cool. I'm cool with that also. Did it feel the best in the world? No. I mean, it's almost essentially the same thing as rejection, but yeah, fuck it. Then I was talking to one. Actually, it kind of ended today. Cat. It kind of ended today. We talked quite a bit the last week or so. We had a lot in common. We did have differences in opinion, but we would sit and just debate. I mean, we would go from personal philosophies on the topics to statistics to. I mean, we went through a plethora of stuff when we talked. It was mentally stimulating. Talking to this girl was mentally stimulating. It start off with the cat. No. really stimulating. I enjoyed the conversation. It was meaningful conversation, and um, we were going to. We were supposed to go. We were supposed to. She wanted to go. We had planned to go out today, and my parents is like, "Hey, we're going to go out to Mexican," and I wanted to go with my parents, but I dropped little man off to his mother. I dropped him off to her, and I still had homework to do. I still had schoolwork to do. I was still tired, and I was trying to play catch up. And I said, "Hey, how about Monday when you get off work, we go maybe grab food?" And she's like, "I'll have to decline." um, she's like, "I'll have to decline," but she said, "I really like you." She said, "But I've been thinking your personality will clash. My daughter, well, my kid's personality is different than yours." And she goes, "I see a lot of personality clashes." And I'm like, well, first she's like, "Well, no, I have to decline, blah, 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 I'm not interested anymore." And I'm like, "Hey, do you care if I get, maybe you care to elaborate on this?" And she was something like, me and her kid's personality would clash because her kid, I guess, is Princess. Come here. Her kid's personality is more sensitive or whatever, and my personality's not. And she was like, "Well, I'm looking out for the best interest of my kid, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Hey, that's cool. That's awesome, Princess." So, but she, I can understand her logic. Did it feel the best in the world to be told no? No. I didn't really think that I didn't think I was going on a date, honestly. It was just like a grab dinner type thing, but I guess she thought it was. But with her making that comment, I'm like, there ain't no need for me to explain anything to her. Not because not to be rude, but if just no point in me explaining my side. Hey, you're not interested. You're not interested. So I'm just like, I just ended the conversation. She's like, "Good luck," and I just didn't even say nothing. Didn't even look at it. Just yeah. I did not. Do I ain't gonna sit there and like, "Oh well, good luck in your venture." No. Hey, look, it's fine. It's cool. I hold zero grudges. Unless you ghost me. And the thing is, with this one, I don't have any like harsh feelings or nothing like that towards the lady because she didn't ghost me. She didn't ghost me or nothing like that. She was honest and upfront, and that's the only thing that I asked for. Is be honest and upfront with me. Well, I like what I hear. No, yes or no. It just depends. Nobody likes rejection, no matter how tough you are or how headstrong you are. Nobody really likes rejection, and it's it's just how you handle it. But yeah, she So there was that cut off. So I have no hard feelings over that. Massive brain fart. It's like I said, I had no hard feelings over that. So there's that. Does it still kind of bother me a little bit? Just a teeny bit. Just a teeny bit of bothering me. So I've decided to. I've been doing a little bit of searching and stuff, and I think, and I'm just going to not even worry about talking to anyone at this point in time. I'm just going to actually sit and I'm just going to work on I'm going to put a lot more focus into me, which most of me working on me is homework, trying to maintain a stable diet, which I'll talk some about diet, maybe another vlog or two. But I will talk about my personality. Now, one like my personality, I'm very blunt. If you look up, get over here. If you look up, um, if you look up INTJ, it's just to find this. My personality is the INTJ, the intellectual, and a synopsis is: people with an INTJ personality type tend to be confident, analytical, and ambitious in their behavior. They love to pursue knowledge and tend to be very logically minded. They are independent thinkers focused on solving the world's problems, and that's kind of me. Um, like I said, I think a lot. I think I can be ambitious, and so but so weaknesses. And like some weaknesses that I have. Another thing about my is I'm actually reading on some of this. Let's see, like some things it says about personality says arrogant. Their self assurance combine them to useful input from other people. So I mean, yeah, that can be me. Dismissive of emotions, overly critical, combative, which in the description it basically says they hate to blindly follow anything without understanding it. Um, so this can be this can cause issues in the workplace. With my old workplace, it's pretty much my personality type. Why I had a lot of issues with the bosses, because it was my old workplace, the old place I come from. It was my experience. It was. I'm not going to say it. I'm just not going to say it, because with the job that I work now, anything that I say could cross over, and I'm just going to put myself in the spot. And it says we're socially clueless. Let's see. Socially clueless. I am that. So there's a few. That's kind of my personality. It's a INTJ. So which let me see. And it's okay. The personality test that I took, I took it a few years ago in college when I first started out at Midway University. It it's the third most rare Myers-Briggs personality type. According to some statistics I'm looking at right now, people who prefer INTJ make up 2.1% of the population. Among men, this type is more common with 3.3. Women only make up 0.8% of the population for INTJs. So, essentially, I'm finding needle in a haystack when it comes to like personality types. Let's see. And plus, if you look at the INTJ personality types, we're content being alone. So that's going to be finding a very small needle in a big fucking haystack. But it is what it is at this point in time. But as here lately, I've been kind of embracing my personality type a little bit more, and kind of like going my own direction in things. I mean, why not? I was married for 10 years. It ended disastrously. My beard looks horrible. I said I was in a relationship for 10 years. It ended in disaster. So, maybe I should just focus on me. But, my flaws in personality is true. I'm socially clueless. I'm overly confident. And when it comes to with what I just read, yes, emotionally, I dismiss emotions and look at it from a logical standpoint. Because my personality, I believe that emotions are too. Emotions change. Emotions change. Logic and scientific fact don't. Statistics change. Most things that aren't scientific based, like this is going to be hot. Gender, for example. People are like, well, gender is a social construct. Yes, gender might be a social construct, but it's also derived from science, biology. It's designed from biology. Gender, boy, girl. Biology. You're either at birth, you're either given X chromosomes or Y chromosomes. You're a boy or you're a girl, one of the two. And I don't see why people are hating their body. Yeah, you may not feel like a man or may not feel like a woman, but physically, biologically, hi cat, you are still a male or a female. My pronouns, he, she, her, him, his. I don't see the big deal with that. And personally, I don't care if you feel like a boy or a girl or whatever. Embrace your personality. Embrace what you are. Work with what you've got. Am I happy with how a lot of things have turned out for me? No. But, look at what you've got. Look at the negative outcomes that could have happened if you got what you wanted. Like with me with the military, one thing that I've started looking at for the last few years is let's say that I didn't have all those issues and I didn't have a discharge or whatever. Let's say I didn't have any medical issues and I received no discharge. I could have gone overseas and got blown up. Husband number one could have got blown up, could have come back, unable to work, and the VA has been a disaster for veterans. Me personally, I could probably fight and go through VA, but I didn't go maybe not a year without getting a job or whatever. I didn't go that long without getting employment. I was still at the age where I was on my dad's insurance or my parents' insurance. So, and then when I got my job, I was still at 21. I had a decent career. Well, I won't say decent career, but I had a career that had benefits, retirement. I could go home at the end of the day. Whatever, I didn't have to go to another country. I didn't have to do anything of that nature. I didn't have to worry about dying, which when I went into the military, I wasn't really scared of death. I still not scared of death. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Cat, you quit. But plus sides again. Getting home all the time, not having to go from here to there. I mean, was there drawbacks? Yes. I mean, there was obviously the psychological battle I had to fight with my childhood dream crashing and burning into a heap of indistinguishable rubble. There was that, but still, nothing's perfect. Another thing to look at, I could have never met my 10-year mistake. And the good thing that come out of that is, I learned quite a bit about myself. I have my son. I love him to death. If I had, okay, let's say I did a full deployment and came back, two things. I could have either had severe PTSD, I could have seen stuff that would have me mentally crippled the rest of my life. I could have got hooked on drugs or something of that nature. Anything could have happened there. Okay, but there's the negative side. Now let's look at the other side of it. I mean, it's still negative, but it's not dark. I could have come back, not have met my wife, or as I like to call it, mistake number one. Or actually, mistake period. I could not have met her. And if I didn't meet her, I wouldn't have little man. So, there's all that. I mean, consciously, would I have known, I didn't get little man? No, I would have known that. But looking at my life now, looking at my life now, I wouldn't have, I don't want to trade it really. I mean, is there things I'd like to be a little bit different? Yes, but overall, no. Secondly, my first job, if I had never because I always wondered, I would sit in the garage a lot and wonder, why did I not do this? I want to quit. I hate this job. I hate blah, 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 blah. Basically essential bitching. And I decided, like, if I had never took my job that I had in the first place, I would have never landed in the job I'm in right now. Who knows where I would have been then? Who knows even if I would have even had little man? There's so much that can go wrong with wanting to change your past. And I look at things now. If the dumbass mistakes that I would have made if I didn't get married and make that 10-year mistake. There were so many times I almost raged quit at my last job, and here's the way I sum things up to cope with it. Okay. I had the job I do now, the role I play is technically I supervise people. And, if I didn't have a horrible supervisor at my last job, I wouldn't have the empathy skills to supervise people now. Who knows what I'd be? I could be the biggest asshole in the world. A lot of things could have happened. I would be, in order to do my job now, I learned what it was like to be treated like dirt. So now in the job, when I do my job now in that supervisory role, I know how I'd like to be treated by a supervisor, and I apply that to people that I am supervising. I apply that 100%. I have better retirement. All my retirement came with me. So I've got maybe roughly 15 years left and I can retire. So that'll put me, I won't be too broken. I mean, my job is physically demanding, but it's a lot of walking more than it is anything else. So I mean, I'll still have some pep left when I retire. At the rate they keep making changes, I may be able to retire sooner than 15 years. If a couple things like factor in on that, my retirement might be sooner. I might have less time left than what I do right now. And I'm perfectly fine with that. That means I'd retire under 50 and still have time to do whatever. Just things like that is what I sit and reflect on. Another thing that I hear some people say, if it went for shit luck, I'd have no luck at all. Okay? I can concur with some of that. I can see where some of them are coming from. Take, for example, you see people that win the lottery. Some have been notorious crackheads. Others have been, lucky and financially in some way, shape, or form. But me and a guy that I work with had this discussion a couple weeks ago. He's like, if it wasn't for shit like I'm looking on, like, I can agree. I said, he was talking about how you see like crackheads or the least deserving people win lots of money and stuff like that. And I'm like, here's something to look at though. I said, think of it from this aspect. All right, we don't know what these people go through in their personal life. Like, look, me and you, we have family. Our bills are paid pretty good. People that win the lottery and stuff, you don't know what their personal life is like. Their family may hate their guts. They may have no family. Their family life might be a living hell when they step in that door. We just don't know. And we see stuff like that happen. Well, maybe it's something they needed. Or maybe if it's a crackhead, hey, look, they want a lot of money, but they'll be broke within a year. Stuff like that. But you take seriously like me and some others never have luck. Our bills are paid. Got a roof over our head. We have steady income. There's just the positives outweigh the negatives when it comes to that type of thing, and that's typically what I reflect on. I mean, it's nothing. I can say that that's what I reflect on. I mean, is it hard? It's not easy to go, oh, look at what I got. Hey, look, sometimes we have good days, sometimes we have bad days. But that's the way it goes. As far as how the channel goes, so far it's going really good. I can't really complain much. I can, but I won't. And as it comes for like the dating thing that I was talking about, talking to women, here's the way I look at some of that stuff too. Okay, you take factors as people ghosting you and stuff like that. Okay, here's the factors. People that ghost, they don't want to deal with the conflict. They don't like confrontation. They run from it. So, and if you get in a relationship with that personality just won't disappear 100%. It won't go away. It'll still be there. They'll avoid conflict. So if you guys have a problem, they may not confront you about it. They may sit there, let it build up, and then they're going to go off. Things of that nature can happen, and the relationship itself could be doomed. Because if you're one of these persons that you confront your issues, they may find it too strong. If you're a blunt, confident person, you're going to come off too strong. You don't like social cues. People normally, you're like, oh, socialize. If you have a strong, blunt personality, you may think all that's bullshit. I do. I think it's bullshit. I don't do small chit chat. I'll talk to you if you ain't got something to talk about, or I can't get nothing to talk to you about. I'm done with a conversation. I'm ready to jet. I mean, now sometimes I'll do small chit chat. Sometimes if it's someone that I know or someone very to talk to, I'll small chit chat. But outside of that, I don't do the whole social chit chat thing. It's either I like you or I don't. I don't take that long to decide if I do or not. A lot of people I encounter, it's not I like you. It's you're okay. We can work on it. That's me meeting in the middle. Is instead of I hate you, it's you're okay. I'll tolerate you. Which, if I tolerate somebody, it's not a bad thing. I just, I'll try my best to get along with you, but but that's essentially about it. As for the channel, I do have a video that I made last week that I'm going to upload. I'm going to try to upload it tonight. So I'm still wearing the same old white T-shirt that I was wearing before. What I do is when I play, some people come in a nice T-shirt and all this, trying to look nice and presentable. Not me. Not me. I just, like I said, when I come home, I have a white T-shirt on, and when my work shirt comes off, I stay in that white T-shirt. I'm not really, when I come home from work, I don't go out anywhere. I stay around the house. Usually, I try to do my best to function and keep my house running because my house is kind of a disaster. I mean, I'll give a quick look at my house because I've been like redecorating and all that kind of stuff. There's the kitchen. There's my living room. Well, actually, this right here is actually my living room right here. I wanna move my desk back to that window. Put the TV right in this area right here. I'm gonna change that light out. It looks like it's an old ceiling titty. And there's my kitchen. I could straighten it up a little bit, but yeah, I gotta work on it a little bit later. But over there, I'm building a partition. As you can see, yes, there's a little man's toys where he comes out and plays. My dog's outside waiting. Right there, as you see, there used to be a wall that ran from here all the way to over there. And I took the wall out because this right here actually at one point in time was the bedroom. And I didn't like it there. I didn't like it there, here, whatever. She changed it into an office and moved the bedroom and the laundry room. That's a disaster. You cannot keep that clean. So as of right now, I'm kind of living out of hampers and totes because I don't have a closet set up. But right now, my main project when I get time to do stuff is turning that side over there. I'm turning it into my kitchen. This will be the living room. It's going to be like an open concept. That little divider there is a bar to sit and eat. TV will go on this wall right here. Computer back by the window. And I'm doing all this. Like I said, I'm doing all this in order to rearrange the space in my house. So, things are starting to come along. I got a lot of work to do in this house. It's structurally, it's fine. This living room here and stuff, as you can see, I had to redo the floors. When I got all my COVID money, I had to do all these floors. They were rotted, termites, all that, but that's fixed. Door frames fixed. I've got a lot of stuff to do. I need to replace appliances. May or may not be pricey. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to go with used appliances because we have 2 or 3 used appliance dealers around here. The one that I'm going with has actually done house calls for me before to fix my dryer and stuff. So I'm going to go with them because they normally have I think a 90-day warranty with their stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and go with them. But yeah, I've got quite a bit of stuff to do. I need to buy new curtain rods. I got my curtains. I need to get some new curtains, curtain rods, all this stuff I need to get done. Got a window to repair because I broke it when I was working. But yeah, so yeah. It's life's chugging along, but I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this vlog because I gotta get up early in the morning. So those of you that are watching my videos, like, comment, subscribe. If you comment, depending on what it is, I'll try to respond. If you're just being an outright ass hat, if you're being an asshole, I'm gonna delete your comment. So there's that. But hey, thanks for watching. Everyone enjoy the rest of your Sunday and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.